Welcome to De-Stress December, everyone. It's great to have you here. Day 6. We have had all sorts of amazing facilitators from behind the lids who are sharing their story and a modality or a technique to help us de-stress December and cultivate peace during the holiday season. And then hopefully, we cultivate peace throughout our lives with these different tools that we're learning. If we haven't had a chance to meet, if you're watching on a replay, my name is David Trotter, and I've had the privilege of helping host these conversations. We have one more tomorrow with Zaire Black on Breathwork, Saturday at 12 noon. And I also have the privilege of hosting the Manifesting Circle at Behind the Lids every other Tuesday. So welcome, everyone. Mandy, the owner of Behind the Lids, the illustrious owner, say hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mandy.
Thanks for coming.
Happy to be here.
All right. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the previous sessions, we have those available on Instagram Reels, which is at Behind the Lids, all one word. Or if you go to YouTube and search Behind the Lids, there's a new YouTube account, and all of these sessions are there that you can take advantage of. And so we've been learning over the last week how to bring divine light into our heart, how to catch our breath through breath work, how to maximize our peace through meditation, manifesting the life that we long for, grounding ourselves and regulating our nervous system, all these incredible tools. And today we have the opportunity to get to know Stacy Pendleton. Stacy with no E, one Y. Don't add the E. She gets really angry, let me tell you.
Oh, it's true. I break things. I get furious. I turn into a gorilla. Yeah.
Really bad. Yeah. So Stacy is she's like this magical worker of her voice and healing bowls, creating energetic sauces as she's stirring up the energetic sauce. And so today she's going to be talking to us about the official title. Official is Immerse Yourself in Healing Sound. So Stacy, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. If we met you on the street and said, who is Stacy Pendleton, what would you say?
Well, in relation to my work, which is kind of informs my whole life experience, I would say that I facilitate sound healing, energy healing, provide intuitive guidance and clarity, and assist people through singing and chanting, through connecting with their authentic expression and voice, and also fostering divine connection, spiritual connection, and communication. So it's all about supporting people in, fully showing up with love in their lives and feeling the divine support that's all around them.
I love that. It's already there. How do you just feel it? How do you recognize it's there? Yeah.
How do you recognize it's there? I think taking intentional time to recognize that it's there. Because it's so funny. Oftentimes when I'm doing readings, especially, people will ask about wanting to connect with loved ones, etc. And I'm not a medium per se. That's not my area of expertise, but people do come through, and often spirit guides, ancestral guidance comes through, etc. And they're always what always kind of comes in, people are feeling disconnected or blocked from, from feeling their loved ones or feeling that spiritual guidance. And so you pretty unanimously, their team, their big, beautiful team comes through and kind of says, we're always here. Just like, come sit down with us, come spend time with us. Because it really is about the slowing down and the getting quiet, as opposed to participating in the frenetic energy of the logical mind wanting something right now. It's about cultivating that connection as a slow, sacred practice, honoring the silence when the silence comes, and honoring the messages when the messages come.
I love that. I love that. That was actually a rhetorical question, but I'm happy that you answered it.
Nothing's rhetorical with me. I'll always give you an answer.
I love it. So how did you get into this? How did you recognize that you had some sort of spiritual connection, and then also you have this ability to sing and create sound? How did this come into your life?
Well, I've been singing my entire life, and have always loved that. but felt that there was a missing piece in terms of singing as a performative thing. It was like I didn't have any interest in being fed by people talking to me about how pretty the voice was. It was like, there's more I want to do with this. I want to pay it forward. I want to share medicine. I want to help other people find their own voices, etc. So I started teaching voice in college. And then as a teenager, I started attending a Hindu temple where chanting and kirtan and puja all played a really pivotal role. And then I started studying in my 20s with a teacher from South India, started learning how the proper pronunciation and intonation of the Sanskrit mantras, and learned puja, which means worship of, kind of different divine feminine manifestations. And then a few years after that, I had a voice student come in saying, I really want to learn to do chanting and toning. He was an intuitive guide and counselor by profession. And I thought, how do I help him with that? And he gave me a CD. I think it was Jonathan Goldman's CD or something. And I played it and I was like, oh, this is all the stuff I've been doing for the past decade or so. It's like a light bulb sort of came on. And then when I was chanting, I started feeling harmonic overtones start to come in, and I started feeling a lot of heat and energy in my hands. And I started to, just like as a service for friends and friends of friends, just doing some hands-on healing work and incorporating the sound, and started really benefiting people. So after a few years of sort of doing it on a volunteer basis, I kind of parlayed it into part of my livelihood as well.
You said you started hearing, this is the part I want to make sure I understand, harmonic overtones. You said,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like, the two throat singers who, like, you can hear 2 or 3 different voices in their one, like, it's like they're harmonizing with themselves, and also Tibetan people who do Tibetan chanting, like the Tibetan monks, etc. Harmonic overtones start to come in. So it can start to sound and or feel like more than one voice is singing through you.
Wow. Okay. So, how can we benefit from sound this holiday season beyond, all the crazy Christmas carols? I have some chestnuts that are roasting over here on an open fire.
Perfect. That's good protein. That's good for you. Yeah.
How can sound help us de-stress and cultivate peace? If we can't have Stacy Pendleton walking around behind us with, like this, sound bowls, like how can we use sound this season?
There are so many different ways you can do it. If you have a rattle, using rattles to clear energy. If you've been in like a highly populated environment and you're just feeling kind of the heaviness or the stress that feels bigger than your own, let's say, using a rattle to clear that energy and being very intentional with that. The vibration of the rattle really helps to clear stagnant energy, really helps to release any energy that doesn't belong to or benefit you. The drum is also extremely helpful with that. Obviously, singing bowls are extremely helpful with that. Just reconnecting with the idea that we are all instruments of healing. And beyond any of that, you don't have to own a single thing, just simply your voice, simply chanting the seed sounds of the different mantras for the chakras. Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Sham, Om, chanting them with repetition intentionally while visualizing that area of your body and being by breathing into it and being present and feeling the vibration of the sound reverberating through your body. And even beyond that, simply connecting with the sound and the sensation of the medicine of your own breath. It's all a call back to presence. I mean, everything everything in this universe, it's like it all comes back to sound and vibration. When we're first born and we hear that noise in our mother's womb, you know, that sort of white noise in our mother's womb, and even like the different medicine that different animals provide. Cats, the frequency of a cat's purr helps to regenerate our bones. So it's like everything, when you start to become aware of the medicine of sound and vibration, there are opportunities to access that all around you. And it can kind of just it only has to take a few moments to call you back to yourself.
You were listing all of these mantra or the seeds of the mantras for the different chakras, right? And maybe this is something that you're going to do in your experience with us today. But you know, I'm not super comfortable with my voice. You know, like singing or you know what I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing that on my own, can you give me an example of like using one of those seeds of the mantras of how I could kind of recenter myself through singing?
Absolutely. And first I'll do it kind of drawn out, and then I'll do it in a way that's friendly to people who maybe don't feel as comfortable with their singing or chanting voices. So if you were going to kind of really use it as a meditation, you would take a nice low belly breath and like a nice low tone for the root chakra. And then if you simply wanted to speak it, lam, lam, lam. And, you know, but kind of take your time with it and visualize that corresponding area of the body. Or if you're feeling like you're in fight or flight energy and you want to drop into a more peaceful place in your own body, that lam, that seed sound for the root chakra is a really beautiful place to start. I also just want to address one little thing for David because of what you said about not feeling particularly comfortable with your singing and chanting voice. There's a really beautiful healing and self-acceptance piece that comes through with chanting, and the awareness that, and this is something that I preach all the time, that every single voice carries medicine. Like herbs, some herbs are bitter. They might not be pretty, but they help you. They're medicine, they're healing. So releasing that judgment from it and just connecting with the medicine of the sound, free from judgment, really helps to foster self-acceptance and peace as well.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. So guide us through an experience this morning. Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And by the way, before you get started, so sorry. Those of
No
you,
problem.
whether you're watching live or via replay, Stacy has an event tonight called Gather Around the Fire, and she provides individual oracle readings. So you pick a cards, and then she looks at the cards and then provides an intuitive reading to you, which I have experienced personally that was so crazy powerful. And then she does some singing with the bowls and like a guided meditation as well. So that's tonight at 7 o'clock at Behind the Lids. If you go to behindthelids.com, click on calendar, you can sign up for that. So Stacy has that, and she does multiple workshops, or I should say events, really is probably a better way to say it, throughout the month. So go ahead.
Thank you. All right, I'm just going to invite everyone to just feel the connecting points of your feet with Mother Earth for a moment here. Call in some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. If there's any part of you that's feeling ungrounded in this moment, it may feel good to place one or both hands on the belly. Just feel the warmth of the hands flowing into the belly as the belly rises and falls with breath. Feeling into the medicine of Mother Earth. All the root systems beneath our feet, all the medicinal plants, herbs, trees, flowers that surround our environment and surround the earth. Feel that medicine flowing into you. Inhaling, receiving that medicine. Exhaling, allowing any energy that doesn't belong to or benefit you that you may have accumulated throughout the day or the week. Let's give it permission to find movement on the breath without force. Take a few breaths into that space, with the inhalation being a homecoming to yourself, calling your own energy back to you. And the exhalation facilitating that clearing and release of any distractions that pull you away from that awareness. samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Taking a few final intentional breaths here. Just visualizing some white light flowing in through the crown and filtering down through the length of the body. Anchoring in that divine presence and awareness through every cell and every breath. Still feeling that grounding energy working through you as both are married and bridged at the heart center. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and return to your day.
Thank you so much, Stacy.
Pleasure.
Yeah. And, I don't know, Renata, if you have had a chance to be a part of one of Stacy's experiences or those of you who are watching the replay, but her voice is absolutely incredible, and a Zoom experience pales in comparison to what that's like live. And especially with the bowls and you're singing and chanting, it's just amazing. So thank you so much for this. And I appreciate the demonstration of how we can use our own voice to come back to a place of centeredness. Thank you for doing that. I do want to drop, anyone's attention to the fact that you've got this event tonight, Gather Around the Fire, which is more intuitive readings for individuals and a guided meditation. And then next Friday, which is Friday, December 16th, you've got the Sanskrit sound bath, which is really much more just a full sound bath. There's no intuitive readings. Full sound bath, and also chanting and singing, and it's just a beautiful experience. So you can check that out at behindthelids.com. And just as a reminder, Renata, I know you've seen this, but anybody else who's watching on the replay, let's see, where's the share screen button? There it is. Behind the Lids is offering unlimited classes right now. For the month of December, only $50, and then for the month of January, only $100. This does not apply to events like Stacy's. It's more for the weekly classes that include breathwork, meditation, men's circles, women's circles, and the manifesting circle, which are normally $25 per class. So there's an unlimited offer, which is a really great deal. This offer expires Monday, December 12th. You can purchase it at behindthelids.com/specials, or if you just go to the website, in the upper right on the navigation bar, it says specials. So that's a great thing to take advantage of. So Stacy, where can we find you on Instagram?
So Stacy, STACY_Pendleton on Instagram. So very creative name, and same name on Facebook, just my full name, Stacy Pendleton.
And of course, you provide individual intuitive readings.
Yes, I do. Go ahead, sorry.
No, go for it. You tell us what you offer.
So I offer, yes, individual intuitive readings, individual intuitive coaching sessions, individual holistic voice lessons where we address body, mind, spirit, and if you have any emotional blocks or any kind of trauma around the voice and self-expression, those lessons do, a really thorough job of addressing those things so that all kind of expression can foster self-healing and confidence and support as you move through the world. And then I offer private sound baths and also private sound and energy healing sessions in which we incorporate some light touch energy work and aromatherapy along with the sound healing.
Love that. Awesome. And they can find all of that connecting with you, really, Instagram, Stacy_Pendleton, right?
Correct. And I also have a website, stacypendleton.com, where I post all of the events and all of the services that I offer.
Good. All right. Well, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And Renata, great to have you as well. And Mandy, any final thoughts?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Renata.
Thank you, Stacy. That was so beautiful. I loved it. And I will see you tonight.
Wonderful. I look forward to it, Mandy.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David.
Thank you,
Have a
Renata.
great day.
All right, you guys have a great afternoon.
Bye-bye.
Okay.